7 Common sexual problems in marriage and ways to fix them. It's not something that you ever want to have to face as a married couple, but there may come a time when there may be sexual problems in marriage. You want to work together to figure out what is going on. You want to try to pinpoint what the biggest problem areas are. At the very least, having the awareness and the desire to try to fix any sex problems in marriage is the biggest and most important step. You can truly fix these sex issues in marriage, but only if you are both committed to doing this and making this area of your relationship work. You want to try to find your way to each other and therefore let go of all of the outside distractions. It may be that you are experiencing these issues because you're not communicating anymore, and therefore you are no longer aligned with one another. You may have experienced some sort of trauma in the marriage and therefore need to talk this through. At this point, you may find marriage counseling may work best to help you through this type of situation. Start talking again and enjoying intimacy in a variety of different ways, for this can make a huge difference in things. Though the marital sex problems may seem overwhelming, take it one step at a time and know that these sex issues in a relationship are often easier to fix than you might think. You can work together and be happy together, and if you are both truly dedicated, you can alleviate any sexual problems in marriage that may arise over time. Is it normal for couples to have sexual problems? Sexual problems or sexual dysfunctions are something that both men and women have at one point or another. This is most common as people age. Age can lead to various types of marriage sexual problems, and this is common. However, in younger people, the factors contributing to sexual problems in marriage like unhealthy lifestyle, everyday stress, having multiple partners, etc. Something made you fall in love with one another, and now it's time to get back to that stage. Though it may feel as if you are no longer interested or attracted to each other, many times these sex problems in relationships have absolutely nothing to do with that at all. It may be much more a matter of finding your way back to one another or working together on anything that has gone wrong in the marriage overall. A healthy sex life means that there are two people who are truly happy with one another, and it's time to get back to that state that you once enjoyed. 7 Solutions to fix your sexual problems. How to fix intimacy problems in a marriage? If you are facing sexual boredom in marriage or wondering how to make your sex life more exciting, then here are some thoughts on how to fix sexual problems in marriage. From lack of will to inability to have sex, fixing the sexual problems in marriage starts with identifying what is causing the lack of intimacy in a relationship. Tackling the inadequacies of your sexual life might seem intimidating, but the results are way more fruitful than the embarrassment you might feel when fixing them. We have mentioned marriage sex problems and solutions below. Check out these causes of sexual problems in marriage and ways to address and tackle them. 1. Low frequency of sex. A low frequency of sexual intimacy in a relationship can be very damaging to a marriage, leading to one of the partners feeling disgruntled or full of resentment. The reasons that affect the frequency of lovemaking in a relationship can be due to several different factors. Long working hours or a sense of fatigue can leave a person too exhausted to engage in sexual intimacy with their partner. If your partner is sleep deprived or is facing intense stress, it can tremendously affect their will to participate in some steaming hot coitus. If you are the one feeling too exhausted to have sex with your partner, then try and reduce the level of stress in your life. Spend less time on your phone and laptop and go to bed early. Stick to a schedule and stay away from distractions, especially when you are spending time with your partner. Conversely, if your spouse is always tired and exhausted, then voice your concerns and help them to reduce their level of stress. The degree to which you know your spouse when you are married to someone for a long time eliminates the element of surprise in your sex life. When you or your spouse know what to expect in bed, then the excitement associated with sexual intimacy takes a gradual dip. Breaking this mundane sex routine requires couples to engage in sexual banter, teasing, foreplay, role play, and even using toys to spice things up. A lower sex drive or different sex drive among partners is another reason that reduces the frequency of sex in a marriage. Sex would not be a priority for a person with a lower sex drive and, if not resolved, can create a huge gap between a couple. 2. Inability to climax. The bodies of men and women respond differently when it comes to physical intimacy. Men are usually more easily pleased than women. Achieving orgasm during sex is comparatively much easier for men than women. Even if you are frequently engaging in sexual activities with your spouse but are unable to achieve an orgasm, it can leave you frustrated and even embarrassed at times. Moreover, the inability of couples to discuss such matters freely just adds fuel to the fire. This eventually leads to one of the partners losing interest in sex, which deprives the relationship of a much-needed act of closeness. Women respond well to certain stimuli, which, when performed by their mate, can help them achieve orgasm. Orgasm for women is not all about penetration. You need to understand how your wife's body responds when engaging in sex. Foreplay, oral sex, and even adding toys can help you to nudge your women to the point of orgasm and bring back the lost excitement in your sex life. 3. Loss of passion. Loss of passion and excitement is another common sexual problem in marriage that couples face as they begin to age or have spent a long time together. The issue is when the couples spend a lot of time with each other, they lose the mystery in the relationship, which leads to loss of passion. Bringing back the heat can mean you need to look for new avenues to be happy with each other. For this purpose, you must try gadget-free quality time at least once or twice a week, communicating honestly and understanding each other's physical needs. You both must also try scheduling sex and over a period of time. This will lead to better sex life. 4. Wandering mind. Another sexual problem in the relationship is that when sex becomes monotonous for the couple, they know what is coming next while having intercourse. That is when their minds begin to wander after a period of time. If this happens to you, it might hurt your partner at times. When you and your partner are having sex, you can keep repeating certain sentences or phrases that your partner loves. Alternatively, you can also moan your partner's name from time to feel connected and make them feel more loved. 5. Partner skips foreplay. Sometimes, the sexual problems in marriage aren't really any kind of dysfunction, but the ways two partners perceive sex. If you have a problem that your partner skips foreplay and straightaway jumps in for penetration, you are not alone. This is a common issue. Let your partner know what you want. Be upfront. Alternatively, you can initiate sex, and this will give you enough room to dominate and do the way you want to do. 6. Premature ejaculation. Premature ejaculation means that for a man, ejaculation is happening before or shortly after penetration. Premature ejaculation could be the side effect of some drugs, or a change in lifestyle can also be the cause. Although medical supervision is necessary in such cases, you can do a few things to fix the issue. Use a thick condom to decrease the sensation. By doing this, you will be able to hold your ejaculation for longer. Alternatively, you can also masturbate 2 to 3 hours before having sex. 7. Emotional disconnect. It is possible that emotional disconnection between couples can hamper their intimacy. It can be a result of trauma or abuse faced by a partner, or could also be because of the last episode of infidelity or a major relationship fight that is yet to be resolved. The main reason why the emotional detachment in marriage is yet to resolve is that the partners don't pay attention to spending quality time together. So, ensure that you both spend enough time with each other. Whether you are facing problems related to sex in a new relationship or sexual problems in marriage that have cropped up after several years of being together. But remember that knowing how to fix sex problems in marriage or how to fix intimacy problems in a marriage requires a couple to maintain an honest and open communication channel with each other.